All right, let's go get started. Howdy, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharkinbear, and welcome back to Starfire Eternal Cycle. I keep on coming back to this game, mostly because, number one, it's really fun, and number two, because the developers are really on their game. They keep on adding additional content to the game at a pretty lightning speed, honestly. The game has only been out for a week, and they've made some pretty big drops since then. Since my first video, they added in the ability to basically synergize your cores, so you can take two elements, and as long as you have an X number of each element, you can basically get a synergy, which boosts your damage even further. And today, they actually managed to add even more stuff into the game. So, they added in two skins. One of them I don't have unlocked right now, but I'm pretty confident we'll have this one unlocked before the end of this game, because of the fact that doing perfect dashes is really not that hard to do, and I got that before I was in halfway through my last run. The Blood Demon skin is one we're going to be looking at, though. This one gives us basically a positive towards our Bloodlust cap, basically allowing us to increase our health gain by 3,000 whenever we have the tier 5 Blood Elemental core on ourselves, which is pretty cool. And then we're also going to be pairing that with the Gold Axe, which basically allows us to kill enemies and plunder money off of them at a chance. Also, we released 2 additional blade waves on the final hit of our light attack, and I'm going to really try to focus on getting as many blade waves as we can out of our attacks, because there are some synergies that allow you to basically bust out like 20 of them bad boys every second. It's pretty cool. And so we're going to focus on raising that damage up, and because of the fact they've added in those dual synergies, the newest one that was released with this skin update they have here is actually a combination of blood and fire, which fire is not something I've traditionally messed with ever since I started the game. I tried it with the flamethrower right here. It was really good, but we are going to be giving that a shot with the Gold Axe to see what that does. So if you like the sort of content, you want to see more build guides like this, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think of the build, and let's go ahead and get started. We are going to be playing on the max difficulty, so you may see some things that you have not seen before if you have not pushed here. I will say that in all difficulties aside, this is actually easier than the level 4 difficulty. Level 4 is kind of like the hump, the little hurdle that you have to get over to before the game starts getting more interesting again, mostly because the health pools of bosses and stuff start to scale up so high, it feels like they are very, very tanky. Now that stays true as you head into the harder difficulties, but the amount of synergy options you get with your gear and stuff make it to where it becomes a lot easier once you've maximized some of your artifacts or your equipment that you find. So let's go and get started. We're going to try to look for a blood and or fire. It looks like we already have 2 to start out with. Undefeating enemies, 30% chance to drop bloodstone. Pick up to gain 6% weapon damage permanently. This is a fantastic find for a first bloodstone. That's awesome. See, open your backpack socket. Okay. We're going to go ahead and equip that one, and let's go ahead and get started. And as you can see, the axe right away is super awesome. And again, oh, we got a bloodstone there, so we are already getting the benefit of that 6% damage bonus every single time we pick up one. I'm going to go try to re-roll again. They did add re-rolling into the game. Doesn't look like we got anything good. I don't want to use all of my dark cores, although we're going to be getting a crap ton of them over this run. I am going to focus on probably getting more cores for the moment. The faster we get our cores built up, the faster we can start stacking our health and get additional health. So that's going to be pretty key for us. We do want to make sure, if we can, to get some perfect runs here. If we can get some perfect runs, or get used to the idea of perfect runs, we're going to be in a pretty good place later on whenever we actually need to be looking at essentially getting those perfect clears. Those perfect clears, of course, will allow us to do things like increase our health if we don't get hit, that sort of jazz if we manage to succeed. Looks like we got some cores right here. We got a blood. I'm going to go ahead and take that one. That's our first piece for our tier 2. So our blood one now says that if we take damage, we trigger Bloodlust, restoring 1 HP per attack, lasts 3 seconds. We will go with refreshing. And I go with the gold. I'll just go with the gold just to have it. And I'm going to try, let's go ahead and go with the battle results. Battle results will give us extra gold. And we'll move on to the next one. I'm going to go ahead and go with mirror challenge. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. If we manage to kill ourselves here, you know what I mean, our doppelgangers, we'll be able to get an official level up and also some extra XP. So that's 15% XP gain, 15% XP gain. We now level 30% faster. We also got double level ups. Ooh, legendary battle results plus 25. My nose is really itchy right now. Blade wave damage. We'll take the rage, honestly. Plunder chance. Let's go ahead and raise the plunder chance up a bit because I do want to plunder as much as possible. Let's see. Looks like we got core, fortune plunder. Core says there's a curse that says ice spikes will rain down every now and then. We're going to deal with that. It's really not that big of a deal. I'm going to go ahead and use my ultimate here. Did I kill everybody? Just about. There we go. And we picked up 3 bloodstones while we're here. That's 18% damage boost. We're going to be absolutely nutty whenever we get to getting all of our synergy pieces together. I'm going to go ahead and take that one. This one actually gives me 5 extra gold on plunder. That's pretty nice. We got to level up. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll for some gold here. I want to get extra damage. That's fine. Should have probably did the blade wave, but it's okay. Looks like we have a boss here. Inflicts a weakness curse on characters every 9 seconds, reducing final damage by 30% for 3 seconds. 3 seconds really isn't a lot of time. Of course, it's a lot of time, but it's, you know, I think we can make do. We should be able to get this guy pretty fast. What I'm really concerned about is why my nose is so itchy. And also making sure we build up our rage gauge here. I'm gonna move him over here. Honestly, it's probably not even going to be worth it to try to hit him with like an ultimate. So what I'm going to do is just hit him with one of those. And there he goes. Alright. Insectcore is the very essence of the insectoid race. Cool little tidbit there. Oh, it's not legendary anyways, doesn't matter. Dark core, we got some equipment here. Any single instance of damage you take cannot exceed 80% of your current health. That's fine. 1% of Panzerbrocken grants 1% damage. That's Pierce. Why did it revert? That's weird. So they did some translations and they fixed some of them. This used to say Pierce, and I know it says Pierce because it's called the Piercing Stud. But for whatever reason, they decided to revert it back to German. Odd. It's weird because there's other like translations that were messed up, but you know, I gotta give credit where credit's due. They have been fixing it on a regular basis. So we're gonna go ahead and go with the blade wave damage. We really don't need to worry about weapon damage, honestly. Our weapon damage should be increasing just fine on its own. All right, we got a 3-piece now. The 3-piece gives us on bloodlust attack speed increases by 30% for 6 seconds. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get those level ups because this is going to give us even more extra level ups. Plus, we get 2 level ups and 30% even more XP. Nice. We're going to go with battle results. Blade wave damage. Let's skedoodle on. We could look for money. Maybe we'll do money, because I do want to afford a couple of things whenever we get to the store. Oh, looks like we decided that we wanted to be in the dark room today. Oh my god, there are so many little bloodstones around. Before we pick any of them up, I just want to make sure this is just additive. So 110%, so if I pick all these up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'd be 30%. So we should have 140, right? 140. Yeah. Okay. So that's just, yeah, that's going to be awesome. All right. And we got enough money. Let's go ahead and go for the core. And then it's going to look like it's going to be for a elite, then a shop, and then a boss. Alright, there we go. Got all that. I'm going to go with Blade Wave damage even more. Make sure we pick up all of our bloodstones. We're going to go with... I'm just going to go with the red until we get what we want. I want to get my stuff as quick as possible. I'm going to drop this one. Look at that. We're already at a 5-piece. 5-piece is when we actually start stacking health. That's important. That's the reason why I decided to go with just taking the normal cores, is because the faster we get to this, the better off we're going to be. Did I miss something? Is this the enemy explode after this? Oh, we got hit there. That's fine. Oh, we got hit by that somehow. There he goes. We'll have enough to get our health back. And then let's try to re-roll here, see if we can get a better one. We want fire. I'm not going to keep on re-rolling. I don't think we could re-roll anyways. We didn't have enough dark crystal. We're going to go with those parts right here. These parts right here that give, like, they say 0 of 2 or 0 of 5 or 0 of 1. Essentially, you get, like, the base thing right here. So, like, extra damage to elite plus 5%. But if we were actually able to get all the pieces here, then we would find ourselves getting a whole bunch of extra passive bonuses. So it's really nice. Let's kind of reroll here. I want Blade Wave damage. Even more bloodstone. We're up to 218% on the weapon damage. We're going to go ahead and go with the shop. Let's go ahead and take these while we can. Extra HP, extra health. Enemy speed permanently 10% less. I'm going to go ahead and do that one as well. Refresh. Fixed damage plus 30. Sure. And, oh, I do want to get this resurrection plus 1. That was a pretty nice haul of things that we just got there. Alright, we got some fire. Take these. And, is there anything we can get rid of? I want to get rid of, the things that I don't want, for sure. I just want to combine these. Alright. And then, do we have any blue ones we can get rid of? We can get rid of some blue ones. We could get rid of the ones we definitely don't want. And one of the things they just recently changed, by the way, is it used to be that before, whenever you reforge it, essentially you could take 3 things, like these 3 stones, and you could forge them together, and we get a legendary, and then you could reforge this, and it might cycle through the same elements over and over again, but they just recently made this change. So now whenever you use a fusion mechanic, you always inherit one of the elements uses the material, and the more of one element you use, the higher the chance it becomes to become the final result. And also, it won't generate the duplicate elements. It should also allow us to, since I think we used a fire at one point in time, so it should allow us to theoretically run into a firestone. Or we could have the 6-piece for this. I want to get the fire, though. Each heavy attack increases plunder amount by 9. Okay, yeah, no, that's pretty great. So we're going to equip that one. We could have had our 6-piece, but it's not super important to get the 6-piece right yet. The most important one was, in fact, the health one. Let's go ahead and hit him with the ultimate. And we just one-shot the first boss, so we're doing pretty good for ourselves right now, I think. Alright, Ionic Dagger. Every 6 light attacks temporarily increases weapon damage. Okay. On getting gold, also restore 200% rage equal to the amount of gold you gain. Armor rank permanently gain 20 fixed damage and 40% weapon damage for 15 seconds. Let's go with the piercing earring. And yeah, we'll take the ionic dagger there. Ooh, we got some pretty good options here. Obviously we want blood or fire. Will allow us to get a blood or a fire. Yes, there we go. Heavy attack hits a 30% chance to split into 5 rings of light that surrounding enemies, dealing 600% blade wave damage. That is the main reason why we want to focus on that blade wave damage, because a lot of our legendary affixes from our stuff are going to increase that. We're going to go with the blade wave damage. Move on to the next biome. I'm going to go ahead and skip through all this. There we go. And by the way, for fire, light attacks have a chance to send out 3 fireballs on hitting enemy and dealing 300% weapon damage. The next one will increase the crit damage that one does with the fireballs. Let's see, reroll for nothing. If we don't find what we want within the first 2 or 3 rolls, I'm basically just going to take whatever the highest rarity is, and then we'll reforge it whenever we get to a shop. I'm going to go with treasure hunting. We do want to start collecting, essentially, the pieces to our sets, like completing those set piece bonuses for the equipment. Looks like someone's dropping mines in here. I'm not too concerned about taking damage. I don't think we have any perfect clear challenges or equipment currently on our guy. Or on our girl here. Monster coins drop by +1 amount. Yeah, we're going to go with that one so we get more money. Heavy attack, cooldown reduction 5%. Yes. Go ahead and level up. We'll go with the additional weapon damage. Why not? We don't really need to worry about attack speed ever. I'll take a plunder chance increase. Go treasure hunting again. Ooh, we actually managed to do a perfect dodge with that. We do need to worry about, not worry about, but I do want to try to get some perfect dodges in here. And the way you trigger a perfect dodge is actually very easy in this game. They even made a little blurb about it when we were talking about this update. But essentially all you really need to do is find an enemy who sends out projectiles. And it's probably the easiest thing to do. Because if you dodge into the projectile itself, you'll trigger the perfect dodge pretty much instantly. Blade wave damage. Gain 1 stack of frenzy per critical hit. Each stack increases weapon damage, 30% chance to trigger a perfect dash whenever you dodge. Sure, why not? We'll go with that one. We'll go with the... Let's go on the perfect clear. We get additional pierce. Again, I think it's really funny that it translated back to German for some reason. Body enhance. We don't really need to worry about this. That's just going to give us 20, I think it's going to give us like a 400 something extra HP. But we should be getting a whole bunch of extra HP automatically through our sets that we're going to be building. You know, occasionally I could probably just do one of these, and we'd be a lot better off for it. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Do plunder chance, sure, why not? We'll go with the fire one, there we go. Take this one off, put this one on. And in order to get the last 2 core sockets, you essentially have to finish off these equipment sets that we find through treasure hunting or buying at the shop. I'm probably going to go ahead and just demolish this guy. Like, not at all. I'll just work on these guys while he's doing his thing over there. Oh, we do got lightning coming from the ceiling. This is going to make perfect dodging, like, so much easier. Oh, come on. I'm trying to dodge. I was trying to dodge through that. Did not work out in my favor in the slightest. And I'm just gonna ultimate him. I thought I had enough rage meter when we first came in, which made me feel very confident we were gonna basically one-shot him. I forgot that I had used one in the last round. Weapon damage increase. Attack range, okay. Level it up a couple times here. Blade wave damage going up. Treasure hunting. It says every 6 seconds something's gonna hit the ground. I don't really care what that is. We're gonna destroy it anyways. There we go. Shoot your attacks at me. Okay, maybe these meteors are slightly annoying. I just got to get through this fairly easy. There we go. Did I get all the bloodstones over here? I think I did. See, on perfect clear, permanently increase our pierce by 6%. Yeah, maybe we'll take that one. Okay, so I do have a perfect clear one. I didn't remember getting that. Permanently gain 10% fixed damage for every 100 gold obtained. Absolutely. Weapon damage boost. That's a 16% boost. We're gonna go with blade wave because our 514. Damn, that's pretty high already. We're gonna go with Core Plunder. I don't even really watch the curses. I probably should. There's only really one curse that I've seen that I'm afraid of, and I've not failed it so far. But essentially, it says if you don't clear all enemies on the screen within 90 seconds, it's fatal. I'm gonna take the earth one. I'm just gonna take a random course for now. Level up. Blade wave. Interact. Ooh, mirror image. Leveling even faster now. And that time we managed to clear them both without even taking a hit. So that was a clear. Nice. Blade wave. Blade wave. All right. Elite. Yep. Oh, it looks like we have multiple elites we've got to deal with here. Maybe I wanna hit them with the ultimate. Oh, okay, so we didn't get this one. That's fine. You kind of suck. Fire, that's fine. Get your booty over here. This lady has a lot of health. Way more than the other guy. Well, it could also be the fact that I absolutely just like one-shot him with the health. Don't like the spin move there. And I keep on falling to that. We'll be fine. Well, unless we take any more of those. Like that. Oh well. Let's go with a fire. And a fire. Plunder. That's piercing. 10% extra health. Blade wave damage up. And time to shop. Let's go ahead and do max HP increase by 200. Instantly restores 10 HP when defeating enemy. This one's also fine. I didn't realize how much money we had. Dang, okay. For every 1 HP percentage lost, increase weapon damage by 2%. Yes. Taking damage resets the cooldown of heavy attack. Absolutely. I'll take that one. Oh, there we go. Heartbroken Blade. Looks like we're about to get our first bonus. What does this do for us? 30% extra damage to elites, 30% extra damage to bosses. When enemy is elite boss, weapon damage is plus 20%. And then we got level up times plus 5 points, fixed damage. Okay. Let's do this again one more time. Upon entering an area, receive 20% recovery speed on rage. And increase our damage and our crit rate for a light attack, so as long as we're attacking. I'll do that one. And then we'll come over here and we'll combine some of these stones. Doesn't look like we have any normal ones. I just need a normie stone. There we go. Nope, nope, not that one. There we go. There's a good firestone. And then we'll see what we can do here. We could probably take these right here. There we go. We can reforge some of these. I want to reforge this into a fire. And the reason why you reforge it into a fire is that you combine 3 fires. Whenever you craft it or reforge it, it's going to be a legendary fire guaranteed. There we go. After 15 hits, 20% chance to trigger 1,000 cuts every 0.5 seconds, dealing 600% blade wave in AoE for 3 seconds. Super awesome. Plus, we plunder 4 extra gold off enemies whenever we do that. Now we're going to take off this blue one here, and we're going to slap on that red one. Yeah, no, we're doing pretty good for ourselves. It'll be really nice whenever we unlock the last 2 slots. Oh, we took some damage there. Alright, both those tentacle dudes are down. Go ahead and hit this guy with our ultimate. Get in there like that. Still get hit by it, it's fine. There we go. Go ahead and hit him with the ultimate. He's dead. Alright. So far, we're looking pretty good right now. Let's see. Every time Rage is cast, 90% extra damage. 15 seconds stacks up to 10 times. Nice. Or we can go with the permanently increase our health by 60 every time we get a perfect clear. I'm gonna go with that one. When taking damage, converts 9% of the damage taken into an equal amount of gold when used. I want that. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this to blade wave damage. See if we can find ourselves a suitable thing. On dash, releases 8 blade waves to damage nearby enemies, plus 600% damage versus armored enemies. Absolutely. Let's see. I guess for the moment we'll just hold on to that one. As soon as we get the set piece bonus, we can afford to equip that immediately. We'll just start picking up whatever. I'm going to go ahead and make sure they're blue at the very minimum. We'll do core plunder. Excellent. And that's that extra health we're getting every single time we get those wins. I'm going to keep on going for the blade wave damage. I'm never not going to take blade wave damage over anything else, I don't think. I almost never think. I just do. Although building Rage probably wouldn't be too bad after a certain point. Looks like we got more piece of the set over here for damage reduction. You know, let's take some crit chance. For every 100 max HP, increase weapon damage by 3%. Absolutely. Treasure hunting. Said something about a group of assassins. They're trying to hunt me down. They can try if they want. And just take him out while we can. There we go. Rage recovery, okay. Do that. Gain fixed damage equal to 10% of your max health. Yes. Blade wave damage 15%. Awesome. Blade wave damage by up to 10%. You guys gonna get sick and tired of hearing blade wave damage, I'm sure. Oh, these guys last for 9 seconds after their death. Got it. Probably the thing it's probably one of the ones I hate the most, just because even if you win, you still gotta deal with them being around for a while. Just keep on moving this guy. Ouch. I hate him so much. Oh, that's right. He's dead, so I just gotta avoid him. Got it. There he goes. Might as well take some of these blood ones. See, after damage taken 3 times, critical damage increased by 50%. Sure, why not? Yeah, we'll go with the legendary version. Why not? Weapon damage 16%. Might as well. Core plunder takes double damage. We'll be fine. Gun heavy attack, clear the room out. We'll go with rage recovery. Oh yeah, we have plenty of money. I'm not even gonna worry about that. Desert tornado? That. All right then. Want to see if we left anything down here just running away from tornadoes. Okay, there you go. We're at 1,113 weapon damage already. Yeah. Ooh. Let's go with the treasure hunting for now. That would have been good. That is a very good, solid choice, though. All right, we're already above 6,000 health. That's pretty nice. Heavy attack. Armor break, okay. Elite challenge, and then we'll be at the shop. So we're against more desert tornadoes, it looks like. Let's go ahead and hit one of these. There you go. We got one completed fire shard giving us the crit damage. What is this going to give us? Ooh, there we go. Socket slot limit increased to 0. I think it's supposed to say 10. Critical damage 1 is complete. Nice. For each legendary item owned, weapon damage is increased by plus 50%. Well, guess what? I think is it legendary item as in like these, or is it the cores? I'm gonna throw that one in there. And then as soon as we get another blood one, there we go. And then we also have the bonus because we have at least 4 in each one. Fireball, 5% chance to directly trigger the bloodless effect when hitting an enemy. That's nice. Okay. And now what we need to do is turn these purple ones into legendaries as well. It's pretty good. What was that for each legendary item owned? Well, our I guess it's kind of hard to tell what the weapon damage is increased by, seeing as how we have a pretty high amount of weapon damage already. Let's stop by the store. We have about 4,000 gold on us. I can buy pretty much anything I want. So I'm going to do that. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. So we've got everything, and we still have close to 2,000 gold. Nice. What I really want to do is combine all of these. Do we have any blood cores in here? Because this gets more expensive as you combine these, so it's the only reason why I ask. Alright, and then we'll double plunder count and blade wave damage after heavy attack 6 times. And we are going to be reforging it, so it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and synthesize these down here. And then we'll combine these. And then we'll reforge it. We want a blood one. On armor rate, gain 5% pierce damage permanently and heavy attack damage. 500% more armor damage. Okay. So there we go. Remove this. Put this on there. There we go. That's one out of the way. Oh, we do have another... one here. Let's see. And blade wave damage after heavy attack 6 times. Oh, doubles blade wave damage after heavy attack 6 times. I think we're kind of good with what the options are as far as that goes, so I don't mind trying to reforge this. Unfortunately, we don't have any material to reforge it, so we'll just wait until the next area where we shop. Let's go ahead and hit him with one of these. Oh, we managed to dodge the everything else. I hate those fireballs. Gonna hit him with another heavy. Looks like he's going down pretty fast, though. And boss down. Um, 20 times level, or gain 20 times level fixed damage. Yeah, or no, we'll go with the fortune. Gain 30 fixed damage for every 100 gold obtained. Absolutely. Rage recovery. I guess we could try to see if we get a bloodstone out of this one. The final attack now triggers 6 instances of Blade Wave and increases weapon damage by 120%. That sounds pretty solid. Cool. And then Chrono Hammer got an upgrade. Which one is Chrono Hammer? 40% chance to trigger perfect dash effect when dodged activates. Okay. Cool. Lots of good stuff. Go ahead and go with the mirror image here. Cool. Managed not get touched. I was hoping to get a higher crit rate than like 3%, but whatever. Continuously generates lightning. That's what it said, right? I haven't seen. There we go. There's some lightning. That was really easy. I think I saw another one back here that we passed by. There we go. Wonder chance 5%. Sure. Take the purple gold one. There you go. We don't really ever have to worry about money, so we'll never do fortune plunder. And I think at this point it looks like we're pretty much gonna roll through everything. I'm almost certain that our passable fire swirls there just destroyed it on its own. We don't really need attack speed, we'll just take it. At this point, it kind of feels like we're on autopilot, or we can afford to be on autopilot. I mean, yeah, that guy got absolutely destructoid. Movement speed. This gives us 1,500 extra health, 10% movement speed, 15% damage reduction, and when taking damage, 30% chance to restore 10% of our health. That's pretty nutty. Well, let's go with perfect clear, fixed damage. What is our plunder chance? 55% chance to get 25 gold from enemies on their death. Why not? I don't know what that guy thought he was doing, but dying is what he did. I don't know if those guys actually hurt us when they explode, but guess we don't really need to want to take a chance on it. What's our crit chance? 28%. That's not bad. Oh, we got hit there. That's okay. Oh, but we still got... Maybe I didn't get hit, because I got a lot of extra health there. Might now take out this opportunity to hit every store we see from now on. Monsters gain 5% of their HP back every second, or every 5 seconds. I don't think we really need to worry about whether or not they're healing. If I can't do 5% of the enemy's health, we have another problem entirely. Entering a boss area, 60% rage recovery. Yes. Heavy attack. Yep, another set done. 50% damage boost on heavy attacks. 30% attack range. Cooldown reduction, 20%. When dealing heavy attack damage, 10% chance to permanently increase heavy attack damage by 1%. 5% crit rate. Ooh, that's nice. 40% total. Blade wave damage. Yeah, just needed to bust out one heavy there. That should have been easy enough to do. On rage attack, 40% chance to permanently gain 6% rage damage. Yes. Damage reduction. Yeah, we'll go for that one. Let's go with cooldown reduction a little bit. Not that we really rely on cooldown reduction. Like, our heavy attack comes out pretty quickly. But it is what it is. Let's see what we got here. Oh, level up. 50% XP boost, and when level up, max HP 2% weapon damage, plus 5%. Okay. We'll go with this one. Capping the amount of damage we can take. 80%. Sure. 50% chance to trigger perfect dodge effect whenever dodge activates. Okay. And go ahead and re-roll again. You can refresh equipment chest contents up to 1 time for each chest. That's really awesome. Triggers incineration every 30 critical hits, doubling critical damage for 6 seconds. Okay. And let's go ahead and start getting rid of the stuff that we don't need. We don't have any commons. Take that common. Let's take that red one right there. All right. Let's go ahead and reforge some of the stuff. What we can actually afford to do is take these, forge them together, come over here, put this one in there, and dismantle it. And then we got some more we can forge together. And then we'll reforge that one. Explosive artifact after 6 fireballs. Deals Additional 600% fireball damage when fireball vanishes. What is It could have been really good. I don't know. You know, I'm actually going to dismantle that one, probably. No, it's still good. We'll replace that with the other one. Uh, 30% chance to inflict a stack of blood curse on enemy, dealing 600% damage of their 600% of their current max HP as damage per second. Ooh, I like that. So we'll take this one off, and it doesn't really matter which one of these I take off. With that one on, can we make one more? Take this one, and we'll see if we can get lucky enough to reforge it to a blood. We'll buy this. Dismantle it. Ah. What is this? How much does this give us? Okay. Oh, we're 5 short. All these are embedded. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go ahead and take on the boss. Look how fast he's dying. Oh, we're teleporting this one. I didn't even realize. Every 6 seconds, we teleport. That guy died incredibly fast. Crit damage doubled for 9 seconds. Every 30 crits, I believe. Let's see. He cannot exceed 20% of her health. Wow, we're going to be incredibly tanky. I don't like Slash Frenzy. I think we already have that one. Bloodlust stacks amount permanently doubled. We'll take the Berserker Axe here. So you see why it's so important to increase that Blade Wave damage, because pretty much everything's going to benefit from Blade Wave. Now we're officially in the last biome. We're absolutely going to shred everything here. Only thing I might be concerned about is how much health the last boss has, because he has a lot of health. Ooh, looks like we got a couple things here. Monsters drop 3 gold and heal you equal amount of the gold you gain. Fixed damage increase. Fixed damage doubles permanently. Let's see. I don't really think we're going to be worrying about perfect clears. Mostly because we got nothing but boss fights for the next forever of the game. Let's see. Armor break. Bloodlust +1. Rage recovery +30%. Deals 50% more damage to boss level monsters. Also, pierce damage is permanently doubled. Let's see. On Rage Sack, 60% chance to permanently gain 9% rage damage. Yeah, I think that's it. We don't even have to worry about the course because we got nothing but legendary course. I think we're good. Treasure hunting. Oh, we got our plunder. Nice. I might not even hit the bloodlust cap, honestly. We're doing clearing this a lot faster than I did the previous time. On taking damage, increases our crit damage. For every 1% HP lost, gain 4% weapon damage. Yes. Blade wave damage. Cooldown reduction, sure. Treasure hunting. And I believe after this one, it's boss, treasure room, boss, treasure room. Oh, so these guys are going to last forever. Right. Thanks, game. Is that everybody? Not everybody. There's a couple of normies back here, it looks like. The good news is I think we get a lot of weapon damage pickup there. We're gonna increase our health a little bit more. Sure, why not? The frenzy one might not have been bad either. Got a lot of XP though. We're at 2712. 2730. Here's our first boss in the last biome. Wow, okay. I wasn't expecting us to delete this guy's health bar as fast as we are. I don't know how much that guy has as far as health goes, but I do know it's not a small amount. Is it worth seeing if there's a different one? Every 9 cumulative triggers fireball, additionally spawns 3 flame meteors, each dealing 900% fireball damage to enemies. That sounds pretty fun. Yeah, I don't think we really need to worry about plunder anymore. I'm gonna try that one out. What is a 30% chance to inflict burn on target on hit, dealing 30% fireball damage over 9 seconds? Okay. I see now. We're gonna go to a dark crystal core room. Just getting more meta progression currency. 1670, nice. Boss room. Looks like we got like 3 more boss rooms. Him again. Oh, we were about to hit him with the ultimate. And he died before we got to do it. Well, like another ultimate. Weapon damage. Somehow we still... Have we not completed the weapon damage one? Oh, okay. I'm just going to waste... these cores probably more than likely. Shoot, we'll just take one, didn't matter. I might take a shop one more time just to see if there is that one piece of equipment that I have just apparently just forgotten all about. I love how it stopped the combat. Just to show me a core that I found. That guy kind of reminds me of Urgot from League of Legends. More damage reduction, movement speed, rage recovery, weapon damage, reduces heavy attack cooldown by 2% time each time you light attack. Okay. And take that one. Blade wave damage. Crit rate. Man, we got a lot of level ups here. Go to the shop. Movement speed, fine. Gain 1 stack for each rage attack every 10 hits. Okay, this is going to increase the damage of our rage. Fixed damage increased by 3,000, rage attack 50%, weapon damage increased by 100%, heavy attack 100%. Looks like they messed up with something with the code, because that didn't used to look like that. Just gonna go ahead and pick up whatever I could find. It's gonna help us in combat. Don't really need to do any forging of any sort. Oh, that's right. This is the original final boss. I forgot all about this. Ouch, we're taking a lot of damage here. Now I have a deep concern that we're not going to survive this, are we? We need to get better at the dodges. Give ourselves a little time out to figure out what we're doing here. Gonna do a slam attack over there. There we go. We took a lot of damage. Wow. I also almost died drinking my coffee. Unfortunately, there's one, there is one core that I really want to see, but I don't ever really see it anymore. It's one that enhances the axe that I have by saying that every 12 light attacks you do one attack and it sends out like 12 blade waves. I wonder if O2 tank is actually any decent. Definitely might be worth checking out in the future, but it's hard to say. Oh well. I guess we'll figure it out. Yeah. Final boss time. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to complete this final boss given our health. We do have a revive, but it's not going to give us a full 100% health. Yep, we took some damage there. Looks like we lost one of our lives. We will probably, oh, phase one down. Oh, that's right. We have to deal with the big spider. We got hit on the way back on that laser. Oh, I got hit by both the butt lasers. I don't like it. This is absolutely ridiculous. Alright, one of them's going down. Oh, shoot. I'm really trying to lock in here. Sorry if I'm not talking a lot, just we're so close to actually losing this run. Is that an ass laser? I think she did do one. Ooh, she predicted where I was going to be. That's crazy. Oh my god. I think we managed to defeat that with like 10% of her health left. 17% of her health. Okay. Let's get out of here. Oh, nice. Okay, so Looks like we got 23 perfect clears out of all the rooms. Total damage taken 132,666 health. That's a lot of health damage taken. Total damage dealt 23,830,478,545. Pretty nice. And the maximum amount of damage we dealt in a single hit was 1.78 billion damage. It's pretty nice altogether. Run took us 44 minutes altogether, it says, for each of the rooms. Let's go ahead and return back to the base. And I think with that, we actually managed to also unlock that plunder armor. Yeah, Gold Herald. Grants 60 gold and permanently increases Pierce's damage by 1% for each flawless clear. So that's pretty nice. I think that makes all of the armors. Oh, we also got the Moonlit Envoy. That's the other one for the perfect dodges. Default dash attack damage boost 20%. Automatically triggers the perfect dash effect once HP falls below 20% health. Triggers only once per battle. Pretty nice skin overall. Looks like we managed to open up all the skins, so that's pretty cool. But that was the full run on the hardest difficulty for Starfire Eternal Cycle. If you like this sort of content, you want to see more builds like this, or guides like this, or videos just like this, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, let me know what you think of the run, and until next time, you guys take care, and I'll catch you all then. Later.